Hello everyone, let's crack 9th and 10th CBSE with India's largest learning platform Unacademy. Crack all the CBSE exams with us. All the top educators are going to teach you the quality content and you are going to have a great learning experience. So hello my dear scholars, I am G. Vijay Manorama. As teaching is my passion, I am here. You can find more about me at the rate of Manuvedam 7472. Here it is a super short introduction about me. As I like to inspire students to set their goals and achieve that, I have mentored many students for NTSC and CBSE board examinations. Crack all the CBSE exams with India's largest learning platform, that is an Unacademy. For that, you need to take the Plus subscription so that you can access unlimited live and recorded courses from India's best educators. जितने भी इंडिया के बेस्ट एजुकेटर्स हैं आपको यहाँ मिलेंगे. So you will get daily live classes, structured courses, live tests and quizzes, and unlimited access. With one subscription, you can go with all the subjects. Okay. So if you take the subscription, there is a complimentary along with the creative corner also you will get, so that you can learn all these things. So that you can learn all these things. Most of the children, most of you people like to become expert in these things. So you will get a complimentary along with the CBSE if you take the subscription. So there are two different kinds of subscriptions, Plus subscription and Iconic. Whichever you want, you can select. If you take the Plus subscription, India's best educators will teach interactive live classes. You will have live tests and quizzes and creative corner. If you are going to take the Iconic, which is the premier one and very nice one, select a subscription plan that suits you. If you ask me, I want to suggest you for this Iconic subscription, because if you take the Iconic subscription along with all these plus uh, plus benefits, you will get an extra benefits of personal mentorship, live doubt solutions, parent connect like parent teacher meetings, study planner will be given. So very nice opportunity with very low cost, these all benefits which you are going to experience. Okay, so my referral code is VMCBSE. If you use my code here like this, VMCBSE or SP Vijaya, you will get a 10% of discount. Okay, you will get a 10% of discount. It is a plus subscription. These three are the best of the best options. These three are. If you want to know for Iconic subscription, there also you can use my code SPVJ or VMCBSC. Anything you can use. Okay, so these three are the best of the best options among that, with a very low cost. EMI facility also there, 2000 rupees per month it is for all the subjects. If you go for any online coaching or any coaching center, 2000 rupees for one subject they take. So it is a very good opportunity, just go for it. So daily my live classes, in the form of special classes I take. Those special classes are at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. So in the 6 p.m. I am taking 1000 PYQs. 1000 PYQs every day I am taking. Okay, and that is for science, physics, chemistry, and bio. Along with that, mental ability also I am conducting. It is not 2 o'clock. Sorry, it is 3 o'clock. Time is changed. Okay. Special classes are 2 o'clock only. YouTube classes are at 3 o'clock. YouTube classes are at 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. So daily 4 classes I take. YouTube 2 classes 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Special classes 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. So these are few of the top educators who are going to teach you this platform, the comprehensive syllabus of mathematics, social science, Hindi, English, and science, which is included with physics, chemistry and bio. We are in touch with Telegram app also. Quest and CBSE is our channel where you will get all the subjects updates. ओके सो अनअकैडमी लर्निंग ऐप अभी तक आपने इंस्टॉल नहीं किया तो इंस्टॉल कर लीजिए। इंस्टॉल कर लेने के बाद आपको गोल्ड 10 करना है। वहाँ सब्सक्रिप्शन के लिए आपको रेफरल कोड मांगा जाएगा, BM CBSE डाल देना, 10% डिस्काउंट मिलेगा। हैप्पी लर्निंग स्टार्ट करना एंड गेट A1, A+, A1, these all things are same only. Okay, just go for it. So today we are going to discuss, actually till yesterday we have discussed this topic, magnetic effects of current, where we have discussed about magnetic field lines, properties of magnetic field lines. Okay, straight conductor, circular loop, okay, force, how it is acting, so everything. So total chapter we have covered Fleming's left hand rule. Next one is motor. So everything I have covered according to the revised syllabus. So total all topics we have covered, all subtopics of this main topic, magnetic effects of current, we have discussed. So today we are going to discuss the NCERT exercises, because CBSE is purely based on NCERT. So first, if you become expert in NCERT, you can go for any other option. So NCERT exercises I am going to solve today. So you also practice. So I am giving the answers also. If you want, you can take the screenshot, or else along with me you write down, so that a practice will be made, and your handwritten notes also you can, whenever you want, you can revise. So this screenshot and all are not going to help you. Okay, so let's move to the first question. So these are right from the textbook questions only, all are. So why does a compass needle get deflected? In text questions these are. When brought near a bar magnet, why it is deflected? If you see a compass, how is this compass? This is the structure of compass. If you see, you will find a marker like this, North Pole. Okay, a red color which is showing this north. Okay, it will show like this. For navigation, generally people used to be. So the structure of magnetic compass, I am writing you this. The magnetic needle which can rotate freely on a pivot. Pivot means it always shows north and south direction. Okay, so it is a north pole. It is northeast. It is east, southeast, south, southwest, west, northwest. Okay, so like this the compass will be, and here the needle which shows always the north pole. Okay, which always shows the north pole only. So the needle of a magnetic compass is like a small magnet. That's why when a compass needle is brought near a bar magnet, its magnetic lines interact with that of the bar magnet, hence a compass needle gets deflected. Okay, so when a bar magnet is brought near to the compass, see, this is the bar magnet. If you brought near to the compass, it exerts a magnetic force on the poles. Exerts force on poles. Exert force on poles of the compass needle, due to which the compass needle starts turning. Okay, so the poles of the compass needle are either attracted or repelled by the bar magnet. This makes the compass needle to deflect. Okay, so the compass needle is a small magnet. That's why when a compass needle is brought near to the bar magnet, its magnetic field lines interact with the bar magnet. How they are interacting? If they are like poles, they are repelling. If they are unlike poles, they are attracting. So hence a compass needle, based on this attraction or repulsion, this compass needle will get deflected. So this is our first question. Next one is, draw the magnetic field lines around a bar magnet. If you take, this is the bar magnet which we have taken, we have to draw the magnetic field lines. Always it is coming out from north pole and inserting inside in the south pole. Okay, so magnetic field lines of a bar magnet emerges from the north pole and terminated inside the magnet. So the magnetic field lines emerges from the south pole and terminate at the north pole as shown in the figure. Okay, emerges from the south pole and terminates in the, see here, terminates in the south. Okay, from here it is coming out and here it is going inside. Okay, so no two magnetic field lines where each magnetic field line formed a closed curves. Each magnetic field lines are closed curves. Okay, so they are in the form of closed curves only. So the magnetic field is stronger at the poles. At the poles it is, magnetic field is very stronger. So magnetic field is a which type of quantity? Vector quantity. So that also you need to include. So as it has both magnitude as well as direction. Okay, magnetic field lines outside the magnet they are from north to south. Inside the magnet it is from south to north. Okay, so this is about the magnetic field lines. Next, list the properties of magnetic field lines of force. What are the properties? First property is magnetic field lines emerges from the north pole. They merge at the south pole. If you take a small bar magnet, the whole chapter is based on bar magnet only. I would have keep for every slide a bar magnet. So here north pole and south pole. So magnetic field lines are emerging out from the north pole and merging at south pole. Okay, emerging from north pole and merging at south pole. Okay, am I clear? Like this you have to draw, because it is going out from north pole and coming inside, coming to the south pole. Okay, the arrows you don't forget while drawing. Arrows if you keep, in which direction it will show. Okay, okay, inside it is from south to north. Okay, so direction of field lines inside the magnet is from south pole to north pole. So magnetic field lines do not intersect with each other. They don't intersect with each other. Okay, so this is about the properties of magnetic field lines. What are the properties? They emerges from the north pole and merges at the south pole. Okay, so the direction of field lines inside the magnet is from south pole to north pole. So two magnetic field lines never intersect. बस ये तीनों लिख लो, आपको 2 मार्क्स या 3 मार्क्स का गारंटी क्वेश्चन है ये. Okay, so why don't two magnetic field lines intersect? Why they won't intersect with each other? Because the two magnetic field lines do not intersect with each other, because if they do, it means at the point of intersect the compass needle is showing two different direction, which is not possible. If they are intersecting, it means some other magnetic field also there, that's why they are intersecting. So that is which is not possible. It is not possible. That's why they won't intersect with each other. About this in deep you are going to learn in class 12, so don't worry, just remember that they won't intersect. Okay, next, a circular loop, very very important question. कल हमने डिस्कस किया था ना, 2 दिन हो गया. Okay, circular loop. If you see a straight current carrying conductor, okay, straight current carrying conductor, if you see, if you keep the thumb like this and these curled fingers are showing the magnetic field. Yes, so this is only the straight line, straight conductor. Maxwell's right hand thumb rule it is. If suppose Okay, like this. If this is the wire, it has so many magnetic field lines, obviously. So if it is a long wire, it also has so many magnetic field lines. So many magnetic field lines. What I did, I have just bent it in the form of a circular loop. So how many? So many magnetic field. So much of magnetic field is produced at each point, right? So inside the loop appears inside the table. Outside the loop appear to emerge it out of the table. Okay. So actual में ऐसे होता है. Okay. Anti-clockwise. देखो right hand thumb rule. Total circle also you can just see like right hand thumb rule. Okay. So यहाँ if you see here you would have noticed they are going out like this arrows are. So which pole it will be? Which pole it will be? North pole and south pole. So here for downward direction the current flowing in a circular loop, the direction of magnetic field lines will be as if they are emerging from the table outside the loop. See, as if it is coming out from that only, there only on the table. Okay, so the direction of magnetic field lines will be as if they are emerging from the table outside the loop, emerging in the table inside the loop. So just understand the diagram. One small piece of conducting wire I have taken and I have bent that in the form of circle by keeping those tables have small two holes. From that I have inserted and I have connected to a battery. So when the switch is on, what will happen? Each and every point it will start producing like this magnetic field line. So all the magnetic field lines, if a small like this straight conducting wire is there, little bend, you bend it little, completely it will become like a circular loop. So in the circular loop also if you see, you would have noticed here in the north pole it is in the anti-clockwise direction, the magnetic field lines are producing. In the south pole clockwise it is producing. Okay, have you noticed that? It means which poles they are? Which pole they are? North pole and south pole, right? Okay, so the direction of magnetic field lines will be as if they are emerging from the table outside the loop and merging in the table inside the loop. Okay, so like this you have to explain in detail about the circular loop. Next question, the magnetic field is given in a given region is uniform. Okay, draw a diagram to represent it. So what is the diagram? Tell me. It is the diagram of a solenoid. Magnetic field lines inside a current carrying long straight solenoid. So all the lines were uniform only, no? Obviously. अगर मैं देखूं मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइन्स एक बताऊं, यहाँ पे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइन्स हैं. They are in the form of circle only actually. But at few points you would have noticed they are in the form of a straight line. So how the magnetic field lines are, if you ask, they are in the form of a straight line. Okay, so draw the magnetic field line. The magnetic field is a given region is uniform. So draw. They ask to draw. That's why you need to draw that. Okay, so otherwise if they ask about the magnetic field lines around the solenoid, so what you will be? What you need to write? About solenoid you have to write. Okay, how the magnetic field lines were produced. So next, choose the correct answers. The magnetic field inside a long straight solenoid carrying current, how it is zero or decreasing as we move towards its end, or increase as we move towards its ends, or is same at all the points. The magnetic field line inside the straight solenoid carrying current. Okay, so inside how they are? They are just uniform lines, no? Uniform. Okay, so they are D is small at all the points. Okay, the magnetic field lines inside a long straight solenoid carrying current is the same at all the points. Okay, next question, which of the following is the property of a proton can change while it moves freely in the magnetic field? Okay, so it is mass, speed, velocity, momentum. is velocity and momentum. Sometimes only velocity we feel, but it is, if momentum is there, then only P is equal to mv, no? P is equal to mv. Okay. So which of the following property of proton can change while it moves freely in the magnetic field? There may be more than one answer: velocity and momentum. Okay. So in the activity 13.7 in the textbook, you would have seen that the displacement of rod kicking wire experiment, about that it was given. So how do we think the displacement of a rod AB will be affected if current in the rod AB is increased? If the current in the rod AB is increased, the rod will be deflected with greater force. Okay, the rod will be deflected with greater force. Okay, so current in a rod AB, if it is increased, the current in the rod, if it is increased, then rod will be deflected with great force. Okay, so what is the next question? A stronger horseshoe magnet is used for displacement of rod. Stronger horseshoe magnet is used. If a stronger horseshoe magnet is used, then also rod will be deflected with greater force due to the increase in the magnetic field. Magnetic field is more. Okay. Next one is length of the rod AB is increased. Length of the rod AB is increased. If the length of the rod AB is increased, what will happen? They all are directly proportional to each other, no? Okay. So how this? What do you think the displacement of the rod will be affected? It is regarding the force. F is directly proportional to I. F is directly proportional to B. F is inversely proportional to, sorry, that is not distance. Here we are speaking about length. Will formula we are learning. Okay. This L. So finally, what is the formula we'll get? F equal to will. Okay. So if the current in the rod is increased, then the rod will be deflected with great force. A stronger horseshoe magnet is used, then also rod will be deflected with greater force due to the increase in the magnetic field. Okay. Next please. देखो, a positively charged particle projected towards the west. Okay, is deflected towards the north by the magnetic field. The direction of magnetic field is left hand rule. Use the left hand rule, whatever you have read till now. So if you have not read, watch my old videos. Till yesterday I have taught light and magnetic effects of current in detail, complete detail. Okay, so alpha particles, positively charged particles, projected towards west, okay, is deflected towards north by a magnetic field. The direction of magnetic field is upwards. The direction of magnetic field is okay. Next, state the Fleming's left hand rule. What is Fleming's left hand rule? बताओ, chat box में लिखो. Chat box में नहीं तो what is this called? Comment section में लिखो. अगर कोई doubts भी हो तो comment section में लिखो. I am reading those. I'll make a video on that. Okay. So what is this Fleming's left hand rule? एक बार बता दो जल्दी. When a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, force is experienced. Okay. So Fleming left hand rule states that if we arrange the thumb, the center finger and the forefinger, they are right angle to each other. Then the thumb points towards the direction of magnetic force. The center finger gives the direction of current and forefinger gives the direction of magnetic field. Field F, first finger current I, and this is the direction of magnetic force, the thumb. Okay, so what when a current carrying conducting wire current carrying wire is placed in a magnetic field. Wait, I'll write. Current carrying wire is placed in a magnetic field. The force is exerted on the conductor. The force is exerted. The force is exerted on a conductor, which makes the conductor to move, which moves. Due to it. So okay, this you have to write down. Apart from this, okay, Fleming's left hand rule. What is Fleming's left hand rule? When a current carrying conductor wire is placed in a magnetic field, the force is exerted on a conductor, which moves. It moves due to the force is applied. So due to the force is exerted on a conductor, which moves due to it. It moves due to it. Okay. So stretch the forefinger, middle finger, and thumb. Stretch the forefinger, middle finger, and thumb. Okay. Left hand side mutually perpendicular to each other. If the forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field, and the middle finger indicates the direction of current, okay, then the thumb will always give the direction of force or motion. Okay, so this is about the Fleming's left hand rule. So what is the principle behind the electric motor? What is the principle of electric motor? What is electric motor? Electric motor is a device which converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. Okay, what is the principle of electric motor? It converts electric energy to mechanical energy. Mechanical energy means kinetic energy, because few sums and all you will get. So remember. So what is the principle behind that? The principle of an electric motor is based on the magnetic effect of current. Okay, nice. So the current carrying loop experiences a force and rotates when placed in a magnetic field. So the direction of the rotation of the loop is according to Fleming's left hand rule. Okay. So when electric current is passed through the conductor, same thing you have to write down. When the electric current is passed through the conductor placed in the right angle to the magnetic field, the force perpendicular to both the magnetic field and the current acts on the conductor. Okay, this makes the conductor to move, because the current carrying conductor wire, when it is placed in a magnetic field, it exerts a force. Okay, that is only due to the what? Magnetic effects of current. Okay, the force which is exerting. So this one, third one एक बार बताते हैं आपको ड्रॉ करके. Okay, third one. Okay, positive charged particle projected towards west if deflected towards north by a magnetic field. The direction of magnetic field is, okay, magnetic field, it is the magnetic field which is perpendicular to the plane S. So here it is S. South, north, east and west. So proton is moving like this. Okay, proton is moving like this. Here the direction of motion of proton is the direction of conventional current. Na, proton current flows like this, electrons flows like this. Protons are positively charged. So the direction of motion of proton is against is showing the direction of conventional current. Okay, so it is towards the west. So the proton is deflected towards north by the magnetic field. It is deflected towards the north by the magnetic field. So the direction of force is on the proton towards north. It is force is on the, that's what we are finding it as upwards. Okay, so that's why the answer is upwards. What is the role of split rings in an electric motor? So the split rings, what are the split rings? एक बार draw कर लो. Split rings are the commutators of copper ring split into two parts, C1 and C2. In the diagram yesterday we have discussed, no? So which are insulated with each other and are mounted on the axle of the motor to rotate. Like this we have taken. Okay, like this we have taken. So the split rings here, it is here. So the split rings in the electric motor is also known as commutators. Reverses the direction of current flowing through the coil after every half rotation of the coil. Due to the coil continues to rotate in the, due to which the coil rotates continuously in the same direction. Continuously to rotate in the same direction. Okay. What are the split rings? Split rings are the commutators made up of copper rings split into two, which are insulated with each other and mounted on the axle of the motor and rotate with it. Okay, so this is about the electric motor and the split rings which was asked. So what is the function of these split rings? The split rings of an electric motor is also known as commutator, reverses the direction of current. As commutators are there, they are, when they are gaining the law of inertia, it is following law of inertia of motion. It continuously it moves. Okay, as it changes, it reverses the direction of current flowing through the coil after every half rotation. As it is after every half rotation. It is not completely 360 degrees, it is not moving. After every half rotation it changes. Okay, due to this the coil continues to rotate in the same direction. Wow, nice. So next one is explain different ways to induce current in a coil. Okay, how to induce the current in a coil. So the different ways to induce current in a coil are: if a coil is moved rapidly between the poles of a horseshoe magnet, then an electric current is induced. Or else if a magnet is moved relatively in the coil, then the electric current is induced in a coil. What are the ways to induce current in the coil? This inducing current depends upon the, okay, strength of the magnetic field, strength of the magnetic field. Okay, next, number of turns in the coil, and next one is relative speed between the coil and the magnet, relative speed in between the coil and magnet. These 3 points you have to write compulsory. What are the different ways to induce current in a coil? Strength of the magnetic field is mandatory. Next, number of turns in the coil, number of turns. Next one is relative speed in between the coil and the magnet. Okay, these 3 are helpful for inducing the current. Next, okay, so a rectangular coil of copper wire is rotated in a magnetic field. So the direction of the induced current changes once in each 2 rotations, 1 rotation, half rotation, 1/4. Just now I have shown. Okay, force is applied on this. Magnetic field is like this. Okay, magnetic field is like this. You can show. Magnetic field is like this. Okay, force is applying current. Okay, after every half rotations, the direction of induced current is after every half rotation it induces. Okay, name any two safety measures used in the electric circuits and appliances. Here about fuse you have to write. In this book fuse is there, and in the first chapter also fuse is there. Both the fuses are same. Anything you can write. Okay, so electric fuse is connected in series to protect the circuit from overloading and preventing the short circuiting. That is one of the point, because electric fuse which is connected in series, that point is sufficient for them. Okay, so next one is proper earthing of all the electric circuit in which any leakage of the current in an electric appliance is transferred to the ground and people using the appliance to do get the shock. Okay, so to prevent the shocks and also this safety measure called as fuse, which is very important. Okay, here earthing and fuse. Earthing is not our cup of tea, so fuse and earthing. Okay, so about earthing we need not to, fuse you have to, because earthing is a deleted chapter, so read out but not needed for exam. Okay, next one is an electric oven of 2 kilowatts is operated in a domestic electric circuit that has a current rating of 5 amperes. What result do you expect? Okay, electrical oven is a big appliances. There are two different types of circuits, as I said, two circuits. Two circuits are present. What are they? Lightning circuits and power circuits. Okay, lightning circuit is still 5 amperes, power circuit is still 15 amperes. Okay, so here what is there? The current drawn in an electric oven is obtained by the expression P is equal to VI. I only you need to find. Power of oven is 2000 watt, voltage is 220 volts. Okay, I equal to, if you take 0.09 ampere, so current drawn by the electric oven is 9.09. Okay, so at amperes which exceed the safe limit of the circuit, the fuse element of the fuse is little bigger than the agar aapka any device or any appliance which can work under 4, okay, or 4.5, you have to use the fuse of 5 amperes only. Okay, the fuse element of the fuse one electric fuse will melt and break. They'll melt and break. Okay, so just you have to remember these all things. Which of the following correctly describe the magnetic field near a long straight wire? देखो, the field which is consist of concentric circles centered of the wire. Okay, long straight wire. This is how is the magnetic field? Like this, concentric circles. Concentric circles. Okay, and how? Anti. Okay, the phenomena of electromagnetic induction is producing induced current in a coil due to the relative motion between a magnet and the coil. Very good. This answer already I have given here. You can just go through. Okay, relative speed in between the coil and the magnet. It means current is induced. Okay, next, the device which is used to producing electric current in a is a called generator. So this is a general question, so just answer. Here also AC generator, DC generator not need. So the essential difference between an AC generator and a DC generator is AC generator has slip rings and DC generator have commutators. Okay, so at the time of short circuit, the current in the circuits increases heavily. शॉर्ट सर्क्यूटिंग में ज़्यादा करंट आ जाता है, इसलिए वो बर्न हो जाता है. एट द टाइम शॉर्ट सर्क्यूट द इलेक्ट्रिक करंट इन द सर्क्यूट इज इंक्रीजिंग हेवीली. ओके, 6 वाले का देखो. An electric motor converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. Pause. It converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. Okay, so an electric generator works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Yes, right. Okay, the field at the center of long circular coil carrying current will be parallel straight line. Yes, if they are parallel straight lines only. Okay, they are in the straight line only. A wire with a green insulation is usually the live wire and an electric supply. Live wire has red insulation, whereas earth wire has green insulation. Copper is the insulation, green color. Okay, so live wire, red insulation, earth wire, green insulation. It is present in the domestic circuit. It is also not there for us. Okay, this is important. These three are important. 3 marks in your hand. Objectives, learn carefully. Okay, what are the three sources of magnetic fields? Current carrying conductors, magnetic, permanent magnets, and electromagnets. There are three sources of magnetic field. What are they? Current carrying conductors, that will produce the magnetic field. Permanent magnets obviously, and electromagnets also prepare. Okay, so current carrying conductors, permanent magnets, and electromagnets. Wow, it is a very important question. How does a solenoid behave like a magnet? के बारे में पूरा you have to write down in detail. This answer is very important. You have to little concentrate. You can do it. What? How does a solenoid? How does a solenoid behave like a magnet? Can you determine the north and south poles of a current carrying magnet? So here if you see, I am first telling the direction. In this it is given it as north pole and here it is as south pole. Okay. So a solenoid is a long coil of circular loops of insulated copper wire. Okay, insulated copper wire, long coil, they wind it around. So magnetic field lines are produced around the solenoid when a current is allowed. When current is allowed, obviously it will start working. So the magnetic field produced by it is similar to the magnetic field of a bar magnet. Okay. So the field lines produced in a current carrying solenoid like this. So here it is a north pole. As we all know that if you see the bar magnet, okay, bar magnet में क्या होता है, नॉर्थ पोल और साउथ पोल. यहाँ से आता है, यहाँ पे जाता है. Yes. So the same thing you can find, the arrows are showing which direction. So the north is here, south is there. Okay. In the above figure, when the north pole of a bar magnet is brought near to the end connected with the negative terminal of the battery, the solenoid repels the bar magnet. Okay, here also it is following. When we understand the poles, we need not to go for a wrong one. Okay, before that only, with that you can check and you have to prepare that at this is a north pole and this is a south pole. When you draw with the arrows only, you can identify. So since like poles repel each other and unlike poles, they attract each other. Okay, solenoid and other end behaves as a south pole. Hence, one end of the solenoid behaves like a north pole and the other end behaves as a south pole. So like this, how it is emerging. If you turn that, if you reverse it, that also. So how this solenoid is made up of? A solenoid carrying current behaves like a bare magnet as it two ends acts as a two poles of the magnet. Okay. So these two poles of a magnet show two different properties. One is directive property. One is directive property and another is attractive property. Directive property and attractive property. There are two different types of properties are there. Based on that, you can define which one is south pole and which one is north pole. Chalo. When is the force experienced? Okay, when is the force experienced by a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field is largest. Okay, this one, a force experienced by a current carrying conductor is maximum when the direction of current is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Okay, imagine that you are sitting in a chamber with your back to one wall. An electron beam is horizontally. This answer I will. Okay, The direction of an electron beam moving horizontally from back wall towards the front wall is deflected by a strong magnetic field to your right side. What is the direction of magnetic field? What is the direction of magnetic field? That is the question. So the direction of magnetic field is vertically downwards. How it is vertically downwards, that you have to say. Okay. So suppose it is the back wall, and it is the front wall. The direction of current is like this. Okay. So electron beam, obviously electron beam will go like this. Okay. So here is the force experienced. What will happen? Deflected beam. How it is? Okay. It will be deflected. So front. Current is going like this. Force is experiencing like this. Okay. So imagine you are sitting in a chamber with your back to one wall, and electron beam moving horizontally from back wall towards the front wall, back wall to front wall. Okay, beam of electrons are passing, means conventional current is from front to back. Okay, so strong magnetic field to your right side. What is the direction of magnetic field? So the direction of magnetic field is always downwards. The direction of current is from the front wall to the back wall, because negatively charged electrons are moving from back wall to the front wall. So the direction of magnetic force is always rightward. Hence, using left hand rule, Fleming's left hand rule, it can be concluded that direction of magnetic field inside the chamber is downwards. Okay. So here we know that direction of conventional current is taken as positive, and the current beam of electrons are moving from negative. Okay. So the beam, since the beam is deflected to the right angle, the force acting on the electron beam is showing towards our right side. Towards our right side it will show. Okay. So this is about the electric motor principle. Everything you have to learn of your own. This one already I have given detail. So name the devices in which electric motors are used. Electric motors, water pumps, electric fans, mixers, washing machines, everything works with the motors. Okay. A coil of insulated copper wire is connected to a galvanometer. What will happen if a bar magnet is pushed into the coil, withdrawn from the inside the coil, and held stationary? Very, very important 3-mark question it is. Very, very important 1-mark question. Okay. So the needle of the galvanometer shows the momentary deflection in a particular direction. So need of the, what happened when withdrawn from inside the coil, it will show momentarily in the opposite direction. Okay. First when it is inserting, the needle will show this side. When it is taking out, it will. Okay. So the needle of the galvanometer shows no deflection. Okay. If it is held, it is at rest. Okay. Imagine this is this like this, it will show. Okay. Galvanometer it is. When a bar magnet is pushed into the coil, this arrow, pushed into the coil, withdrawn inside the coil, this one, held stationary inside the coil, galvanometer shows withdrawn is wrong, I have given. Withdrawn inside the coil is this one, withdrawn. Okay. If it is at rest, here it is rest. Understood? Okay, next. Two circular coils A and B are placed close to each other. If the current in the coil A is changing, will some current be induced in the coil B also? Yes, obviously. So two circular coils you have to take, primary coil and secondary coil, electromagnetic induction. Two coils are placed. So when the current in the coil A is changing, the magnetic field associated with it also changes. As a result, magnetic field around the coil B will also changes. So this change in the magnetic field lines around coil B induces the electric current in it. So this is only called as electromagnetic induction. Okay, so when we have taken like this, so one is with battery and switch, another is with okay, chalo, it is coil A and it is coil B. So two circular coils A and B are placed close to each other. When the current in the coil A is changing, the magnetic field associated to it also changes. As a result, magnetic field coil B also changes. So change in the magnetic field lines around coil B induces the electric coil field. That is only electromagnetic induction. So ये वाला important question है, इसके बारे में लिखना है आपको, या नहीं दिया. State the rule determining the direction of a magnetic field produced around a straight current carrying conductor is right hand thumb rule. Done. Okay. Force experienced by the current carrying straight conductor placed in a magnetic field which is perpendicular to it. It is Fleming's left hand rule. Current induced word if you get, it is magnetic field. Bas. Okay. Any kind of a magnetic field which is produced around a straight current carrying conductor current is Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. Force experienced by a current carrying straight conductor placed in a magnetic field which is perpendicular to it is left hand rule. So induced word if you get, it is right hand rule. Okay, right hand rule. Current induced in a coil due to its rotation in the magnetic field, that is Fleming's right hand rule. So this is about the generator which is not there for you. Short circuiting not there. So hope you all liked the session. Like करो, जितना हो सके शेयर करो. शेयर करके स्क्रीनशॉट लेके, नहीं तो नोट्स बना के आप लोग पढ़ लिया करो बेटा. ओके. सन एकेडमी लर्निंग ऐप आपने अभी तक इंस्टॉल नहीं किया तो इंस्टॉल कर लो. उसमें आपको सब्सक्रिप्शन लेने के लिए कहा जाएगा, वहाँ 10% का आपको डिस्काउंट मिलेगा मेरा कोड डालने से. ओके. देन हैप्पी लर्निंग, देन A1. Okay, so VM CBSE is my code and SP Vijay also my code only. Any code you can use. Any code you can use. These three are the best of the best options. Just SP Vijay also. Iconic subscription में भी आप मेरा कोड यूज कर सकते हैं. बहुत अच्छे अच्छे ऑप्शंस हैं. Just go for it. Okay, best. Happy learning. Okay, so thank you one and all. Use my code VMCBSE for taking the subscription. अगर अभी तक आपने इंस्टॉल नहीं किया तो अनअकैडमी ऐप इंस्टॉल करो, मेरे प्रोफाइल में जाओ, मुझे फॉलो करो. यू विल गेट ऑल द अपडेट्स. एवरी डे आई टेक क्लास एट 2 PM and 6 PM in the app. Okay, in the Unacademy learning app I teach. Here in the YouTube every day 3 PM and 9 PM. Okay, 1000 PYQs चल रहा है, अच्छी तरह से पार्टिसिपेट करो. हिट द बेल आइकॉन फॉर ऑल द नोटिफिकेशंस. थैंक यू वन एंड ऑल. यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ को मत भूलना. VM CBSE अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो. VM CBSE से सब्सक्रिप्शन लो, 10% डिस्काउंट मिलेगा. हैप्पी लर्निंग शुरू हो जाएगी और ओवरऑल A1 आएगा. ओके, सो थैंक यू वन एंड ऑल.